So, some guy came up to Buddha and he said, Buddha, I want happiness. And Buddha said, well, first, you need to take away the I, because that is the ego. And second, you need to take away the want, because that is desire. And then you're left with happiness. So today I want to talk about ego. Wow. Okay. So, ego is brutal. Ego is a killer. It's a killer to your dreams. It's a killer to your happiness. And it is a killer to relationships. Here's the thing. Ego won't ever go away. Ever. It's truth, reality. It's always going to be there. But you can keep him in check. And here's what I mean. So I have a friend, and she has a lot of money. Let's just say she can buy anything that she wants. So one day she goes to the store, and she's like, I need that Gucci bag. It is mine. She goes up to the counter, and this Gucci bag's like, let's just do some crazy number, like $10,000. I have no idea what a Gucci bag is. And she takes it home and buys it. Later on, she's just really feeling sick to her stomach, and she's like, what is going on? Like, why does my stomach hurt? And then she thinks about it, and she goes, I did make that big purchase, but I have so much money, that's not a problem. Can't be that. And then she's like, wait a minute. Why did I need this bag? Because I wanted everyone to see me in this bag and go, wow, that bag is beautiful. She's so lucky. And get those little ego boosts. She was feeding her ego. And what's awesome about my friend is she knew this. So she went and returned the bag. And she even told the store clerk, my stomach hurt. I don't need this bag. Props to her. That's awesome. And she even recognized it in areas of her life. So there's a holistic approach to life. And if you're having ego in, say, what you wear, where else does that show up in your life? And for her, she noticed it showed up in her marriage. So that is how ego can be a relationship killer. When you're doing something, and the only way to defeat your ego at the moment, like I said, he's not ever going to go away, and keep him in check, is to think, okay, what is my intention here? Am I feeding ego? And, I nicknamed my ego Igor, because when you nickname it something else, it is not you. And you know what? Your ego isn't you. It's really not. So Igor, I check to see, am I feeding Igor, or am I feeding my real self? Am I doing this to be better than someone, to be higher than someone? Okay, here's another way to look at it. If everybody had a Gucci bag, or say a big house, or a Porsche, if everybody was driving Porsches and living in big extreme houses, carrying around Gucci bags, how cool would those things be? Would you even want one anymore? Maybe a few people, but then maybe people would start buying clunky cars and, living in smaller houses because now they're different, now they're better. Something, interesting to think about. Or, here's a good one, likes on social media, right? Like, how ego building is that? Total Igor loves likes on Facebooks, He really wants me to go and check my Facebooks. Oh, how many likes did I get? Oh my gosh. I have so much value now because like 500,000 people liked my post. You know what? The thing is, you already have value. That is not in question. When you were born, you had value. So make sure when you're doing something, what is your intention? Are you adding value or are you feeding your ego? For instance, when I film these videos, I have to stop and think, what are you doing here, Tisha? Is this feeding Igor? Or are you really trying to add value to others? Because that's important. Who am I being right now? So just maybe if you want, and you don't want to be an ego-driven person, and you want the real you to shine through, before you make a decision, think, what is my intention here? What is the real reason I'm buying this nice pair of jeans that are gonna cost me a lot of money? Then maybe you can be able to be your real, authentic self. You don't have to be like everyone else. You can just be you, which is amazing and free. But ego's gonna always come back, and you check him and put him back where he belongs. In fact, even go outside, throw him down in the backyard, and beat him with a stick. You can do that to ego. Promise, I've done it many times. Igor has had it happen many times to him. All right. Make sure you like this, because I need some ego boost. Just kidding. God loves you. God believes in you. And God knows who you're truly meant to be. Never give up. Ever, ever, ever. Like never.